Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Good evening everyone. Good evening. Good evening. How are you guys? Good evening everyone. How are you guys? Good evening everyone. How was your day? Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, good, good, fine. Okay. Great. Let me know, guys, how, did you guys try to practice everything that we covered yesterday? Sorry for being a bit late. Actually, I was running late from the office itself. That is the reason why I couldn't reach this particular office on time. And I had to start like some 7 minutes late itself. But no issues. We'll continue from right over here. Did you guys try to practice or did you guys try to revise anything that we had learned yesterday, guys? Did you guys let me know? It was fine, guys. My day was also nice. Some of you have practiced it as well. There's no issues in that. You guys have revised. That's great. Okay, so no issues in that, guys. That is my aim as well, that you guys are able to practice as much as possible. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, so today we are going to continue with the class itself. We'll be continuing with Python, and today we'll be having 90 minutes of class. So please focus upon it. And can we start, guys? Can we start with our today's class? Please let me know. Can we start with our today's class? Please let me know, guys. So I couldn't mark my attendance yesterday due to some network issues. Ayush Kumar, you had 22 hours to put up your attendance. But we're not able to put up your attendance in 22 hours. It's not possible to have a network problem for 22 hours directly. Okay. So let's get started, guys. Let me just open up the notes as well. Let me put the notes in the live chat. Pin the message right over here as well, guys. Okay, so the notes have already been pinned up in the live chat, guys. Okay. Yesterday, those people who weren't able to fill up their attendance, there's no issues in that. It was first day. I'm able to understand that you guys were not able to fill up the attendance. You were not able to attend it something. But from today onwards, okay, from today onwards, if you are not attending, if you are not filling up your attendance from today, you will not be eligible for the certificates. The first thing that is there, the first day that is there, okay, it's fine. I can understand that you guys were not able to attend the session or something like that. But from today onwards, if you're not filling your attendance on time, okay, then you are not eligible for the certificates. Yesterday's attendance, I can pardon it because it was the first day. But for today, if you are not filling your attendance on time properly, you are not going to get the certificates as well. Okay, good. The second particular thing is how to give attendance. Anuj, were you not there in yesterday's class? For those people, okay, for those people who don't know how to give the attendance, I'll be showing you guys a QR code. You will have to scan it in the middle of the class for 10 minutes. You will have to fill up that particular Google form. I'll show you guys a QR code. You'll have to scan the QR code. You will have to fill the attendance. You will have 10 minutes. In the middle of the class somewhere, I'll be showing you guys the QR code. You'll have 10 minutes to fill up the Google form, and that will be considered to as your attendance as well. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Every single day we will be having your attendance taken in this way. Good. Great, guys. The second thing that is there is that let's start off with the class. I've already posted the link to the notes in the live chat, guys. You will get access to that from right over there. Okay. So let's continue from right over there, guys. Okay. Let me just open up Collab just like yesterday. Google.com, Collab. Opening up Collab right over here. Selecting GitHub. Collaborator is working for authentication from GitHub. Let us give that particular authentication as well. Removing this particular thing, copying the link of the notes itself. So let us copy everything from right over here. Control A, Control C, copy. We'll be pasting that link inside of GitHub just like yesterday. This is everything that we have done yesterday itself, nothing new. We'll click on the search button. It will open up that particular notebook inside of our Collab itself. We'll click on connect. It will allocate us some resources. It will connect us to them. It will initialize us, and then we'll be able to move further from right over there. Okay. So guys, if it is of a little bit help, some people are there in the live chat that don't know how the attendance will be taking up today, even after telling yesterday as well as telling today as well. Please help them out so that I'm able to focus upon the class itself, guys, so that we are not wasting any time of the class to be able to do that. Please do help them out with the same, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so let's continue with the class. Yesterday we have learned about the basic print statement, okay, and we have learned about the basic like variables as well. Am I right, guys? Please let me know. Am I right, guys? Please let me know. Please do not code along with me. If you're coding along with me, you're not listening to me properly. And if you're not listening to me properly, you will not be able to understand it. Okay. Please do not code along with me. Focus upon the class. Secondly, with related to the attendance, if you're not there in yesterday's class, I've already told how to give the attendance today as well. Okay, if you have still not heard about it, when I will be taking up the attendance, you will have 10 minutes to fill out your attendance. At that point of time, you can listen to me how to fill up the attendance. Okay, there's nothing else that I can do about it because you guys are not present in the class on time. Then the only thing that I can do is like not just like okay, no issues, first the attendance, I can just leave it out. That's the only thing that I can do. Okay, thank you so much, Vitali, Shubhang, and Shabita. Okay, thank you so much for helping the people out in our chat itself. Okay, with the attendance related stuff. Let's continue from right over there, guys. Now, Python is known for one of the best things with Python is that it is known for its easier usage itself. Okay, how easy it is to use. You have seen yesterday as well. It's very easy to type. It's very easy to understand as well. The second particular stuff that Python is famous for is to making our lives easy. Okay, it is used for making our lives easy, guys. It tries, instead of writing like 10-20 lines of code, it tries to shorten the code to like as short as possible. Whatever repeated stuff that you usually do, okay, whatever repeated stuff that you usually do, that you are able to shorten it off. Okay, that you are able to shorten it off inside of Python. Let us look at one of the most famous examples for that. Let us assume that you are creating, okay, you are creating a particular software that calculates the volume of a aquarium. Okay, you know aquarium, right? You guys know aquarium, like it's a cuboid. Okay, it's a cuboid itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Okay, it's a cuboid. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. So is there a difference between yesterday's and today's notes? No, it's the exact same length. Okay. So this is a cuboid. You will be given the height. you'll be given the length and you will be given the width. Okay, you need to calculate its volume. So we know that a volume of a cuboid is height into length into width, as simple as that. So when you're building up this particular software, what would you do? We'll write a particular variable called as height is equals to 3. Then you're going to have length is equals to 6. Then you're going to have width is equals to 2 right over here. Now to convert it into volume, you will be doing volume is equals to height into length into width. Okay, you'll be having volume is equals to height into length into width. Anonymous, if you are dumb, then you can ask this question. If you're not dumb, then don't ask this question. The students who are there in the JavaScript bootcamp, they already know the answer of. If you're not there, you're not listening to me carefully. Don't ask this question again back to me. Okay. Okay. So right over here, this is the code that you will be writing. You will be getting the all output as you are able to see as well as 36. Okay. Height into length into width. As simple as that. Nothing too difficult about it. But right over here, guys, you are writing 3 separate lines to just assign values to variables. You're writing 3 lines of code to assign values to variables itself. We want to do it in as simple manner as possible, to just use one particular line of code itself, guys. So for that, you are having something called as multiple variable assignment operator. Okay, this is called as multiple variable assignment operation itself. Okay, so right over here you're having height comma length comma width is equals to 3 comma 6 comma 2. Okay, you're having height comma length comma width is equals to 3 comma 6 comma 2. So 3 is getting assigned to height, 6 is getting assigned to length, and 2 is getting assigned to width respectively. So instead of doing it in 3 separate lines, okay, instead of doing it in 3 separate lines, you are able to do it in a single line itself. You are able to do it in a single line itself. So height will be assigned a value of 3, length will be assigned a value of 6, width will be assigned a value of 2. And then you're calculating the volume, you will be able to see that you are getting the same output, that is 36. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. So I have one question. If you create same name variable, so that is not creating a variable, that's just called as reassignment. Okay. Okay, great guys, awesome. So this is called a multiple assignment operation. Okay, please remember this name, guys. It's a technical name, multiple assignment operation. You should be knowing about it. Okay, great. Okay. So I can't fill attendance, please tell us or send us on WhatsApp. Arey man, dude, like how easy can I make things for you? Tell me. Okay, let's do one thing. Why not give you guys the certificate directly? Why are you even coming to the boot camp? If you're not here to listen to me, why are you coming to the boot camp itself? Okay, you enjoy. You just send me the email, I'll send you the certificates. I'll make sure that the certificate isn't validated itself. Please focus upon the class. If you are here to learn, learn. If you're not here to learn, please do not disturb other students of mine. Okay, they are here to learn. They are focusing upon the class. Again and again, if you're asking me questions about attendance, let me remind you that there's just 2 people in my team that are just looking at the live chat and taking the names out of the students who are just asking for attendance. These guys won't be getting the certificate even if they are completely doing the entire thing. Okay, see, the point is that I've taken up 2 trainings today. I've gone to my office as well. I'm a software engineer. I've gone to office. I just came back from traffic. I'm taking this boot camp. So I want to make sure that I'm able to give my 100% to you guys. Okay, and if you are still not able to understand this, there's nothing else that I can do for you. Okay, so please try to make sure that you are here for learning. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you everyone else for helping me out with the same as well, guys. You guys are great. Thank you so much. So let's move on to the next particular thing that see what happens right over here is that when you are naming a particular variable, you have some rules that you need to follow. Okay, you have some rules that you need to follow at any particular point of time, guys. So these rules are something that you need to understand as well. So let us look at these rules. These rules are very similar to JavaScript as well. So some of the people who have been in the previous classes will be able to understand this. Let us look at these rules. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide by variable name. Okay. Let me do one thing. First, I need to remove this anonymous guy. Now, if these are people are there in the live chat, now I cannot even focus upon the class. Because I need to look at the live chat so that I'm able to understand if somebody has a problem, if somebody has a doubt, so that I'm able to make sure that these questions are getting answered as well. Okay. Okay. So let us look at these rules right now. So what we are going to do right now, I've misplaced my pen as well. This day couldn't have gone any worse than this. Okay, guys, I think so. I misplaced my pen. I just kept it somewhere. Now I forgot where I kept it. Okay, it just rolled away. No issues in that. So what I'm going to do is let's take up a particular variable name called as rent. R-E-N-T, rent. Any variable name itself, I'm going to divide it into two separate parts. The first part is the first letter of the variable name. Okay, that is the first part of the variable name. First letter of the variable name itself. The second part of the variable name is the rest of the variable name. Okay, it is the rest of the variable name. This is the second part of the variable name itself, guys. Now let us try to understand something. The first rule that states is that the first letter of the variable name can be capital A, small a to small z. It can be capital A to capital Z, or it can be an underscore. Okay, it can be an underscore right over here. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. The first letter of the variable name, that is the first part of the variable name, the first letter of the variable name should be small a to small z, capital A to capital Z, or an underscore itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Good, amazing, guys. Okay, underscore means this particular character. Let me just show it to you guys. Okay, this underscore is this particular character, guys. Okay, this character underscore that's at the bottom hash that you are having. Okay, that is called as an underscore. That it's word. Okay, next you are having the rest of the variable name, guys. The rest of the variable name can be small a to small z. It can be capital A to capital Z, or it can be an underscore. Okay, it can be an underscore. Okay, or it can be 0 to 9. It can also contain numbers as well. Okay, it can also contain numbers as well. That is the second part of the variable name, that is the rest of the variable name. You cannot have any kind of special symbols inside of it. Okay, you cannot use at a rate, you cannot use ampersand, you cannot use hash, you cannot use star. These cannot be there inside of the variable name. Okay, the first letter of the variable name cannot be numbers. The first letter of a variable name cannot be numbers, guys. It cannot be numbers. So this is the first set of rules that you need to remember. Okay, this is the first set of rules that you need to remember, guys. Okay, next particular thing that you need to remember is that you cannot use print. Okay, you cannot use print, print as a variable name, because this has a special meaning inside of Python. Okay, this is a particular word that has special meaning inside of Python. These are referred to as keywords. These are referred to as keywords itself. Okay, so you cannot use words that have special meaning inside of Python. Okay, now you cannot remember all the keywords in the language. Okay, so as long as you're using that language every single day, the more that you work with that particular language, you will be easily able to understand that what are the keywords and what are not the keywords. Secondly, most of the keywords that are there in Python will be highlighted for you. We'll be able to see at some examples as well. Python usually highlights a particular keyword, so you will be easily able to understand that okay, this is a keyword, we cannot use it as a variable name itself, guys. Okay, the next particular thing that you need to understand it, for example, if I'm having a variable name called as small str, okay, I'm having a variable name called as capital STR, capital S small t capital R, capital S small t small r, small s, capital T, small r, all these will be considered as different variable names. Different variable names. All these will be considered as different variable name, guys. Why? Because Python is a case sensitive language. Okay, Python is a case sensitive language, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Python is a case sensitive language. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Is everyone able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Good, amazing. So these are some of the rules that are there. If you are not following these rules, okay, when you break a rule, R-U-L-E, rule, when you break a rule, you get errors. For example, there's a rule that is that I cannot murder another human being. Okay, there's a rule that is there. Okay, murder is not allowed. But if I murder somebody, then I will go to jail. Right? If I murder somebody, I would go to jail itself. So that is a rule that is there. Another thing that is there in English is called as, okay, are you able to understand what is the rule? Okay, if you are not following these rules, you will go to jail itself. Okay, that is, you will get errors. Similar to that, there is another thing that is there that is called as conventions. Okay. Okay, that is called as convention, guys. In English, it is called as convention. What does a convention means? For example, if I am there, okay, there's a convention that a normal human being should either use his hands or a table and a fork to eat. Okay, either he should use his hand or a table or a fork to eat. But if I'm taking my entire plate and just put up my entire face inside of the plate and start eating it as a dog, I will not be considered as a human. I will be considered as an animal itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. If I am a particular human being, okay, it's a convention that I should either use my hands to eat or a fork and a spoon to eat. Okay, but if I am putting my face inside of my plate and start eating it up directly, then I'm not a human being. I'm an animal right over there. But I'm not going to be thrown into jail for doing this. I'm not going to be thrown in the jail for doing this. This is not a rule. This is just a convention. Similar to that, in Python as well, there are some conventions that are there. If you are not following these conventions, you will not get errors. Okay, if you're not following these conventions, you're not going to get errors. Okay, there's no errors that you will be getting. Your code will work absolutely fine. But us programmers in general will be considering you as a noob. Okay, as a freshie, as a noob itself, who does not know how to program. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. If you're not following these conventions, then we are not going to think about you as a programmer. We'll think that he's a noob. He does not know anything. He doesn't even know the basics of conventions, that kind of programming in Python itself. Okay, so that is also something that you need to understand. Rules are fine. Okay, rules are something that you have to follow. Conventions as well, if you want to be a good software engineer at any particular point of time, conventions also something that you need to follow. Although it will not give you errors, but you still need to follow, guys, that. So let us look at some conventions as well that are there. Okay, the two conventions that are there is that, okay, so these are the conventions. Okay, try to keep the name of the variable descriptive but short. Okay, the name of the variables shouldn't be long. Okay, the name of the variable should be short but descriptive. For example, if I want to take up the inputs, okay, I want to take up a variable that take inputs of the height of a tree. Okay, there's a tree. Okay, there's a height of the tree. I want to create a variable that is able to take the input for that. So the appropriate variable name should not be height underscore of underscore the underscore tree. Okay, this is a very long variable name. It is descriptive. It is descriptive, but it is not short. It is very long. So you cannot have such long variable name. It shouldn't be X or H. Okay, X and H are short. Okay, X or H are short itself, but it's not descriptive enough. I'm not able to understand just from the name what does it contain inside of it. Okay, it should be short and descriptive. So height or height underscore tree would be the appropriate variable names. Okay, height or height underscore tree will be the appropriate variable names. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. variable name should be short and descriptive. Okay, so that is the first convention that you need to remember related to variables, guys. Okay, the next particular variable convention that you need to follow is that the Pythonic way of naming the variables is to use all lowercase characters. Please not use uppercase characters, all lowercase characters. Okay, and underscores to separate the word, and underscores to separate the word. For example, right over here, my underscore height, okay, my underscore lat, my underscore long, all the letters are in lowercase, that is a small, and each of these words are separated by an underscore as well. Each of these words are separated by underscores as well. So that is called as the Pythonic way. Okay, that is called as the Pythonic way of creating a variable. Okay, writing a variable name. This is also called as snake case. Okay, this type way of writing variable names is also called as snake case, because all the letters are in small letters itself and are separated by underscores. It is called as snake case. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Great, guys. Amazing. So let's look at some of the allowed variable names, guys. Like I said, you cannot start with a number. Okay, you can only start with a like small letter or a capital letter or an underscore itself. So right over here, you are having your x is equals to 2, y is equals to, yes, it is snake case, snake, like the snake that is there. Okay, king cobra or something. Snake case, just like Python is the other name of a snake. One of the reasons for why we use it is because it's Python, so they decided to go with snake case itself. Okay, so right over here, as you're able to see, x, y, my Python, my underscore Python, underscore my underscore Python, underscore my Python in all caps, my Python 7. These are all variable names, guys. These are all valid variable names that won't give you an error. So if I'm running this, you will be able to see that I'm not getting any error right over here. Similar to that, these are all not a valid variable name. For example, this is starting with 7. The first letter is a number itself. You cannot contain numbers inside of a variable name, guys. There's a first letter of a variable name. You cannot contain hyphens. Okay, hyphens is a special character. You cannot contain that. My @thon. So @ is again a special character. You cannot use it. Okay, you cannot have a space in between a variable name. You cannot have a space in between variable names. For example, right over here, you use a keyword of a Python. Okay, for is a keyword of Python, guys. So it is already highlighted for you in purple. So this is a keyword. You will be able to understand it from right over there. You cannot use a keyword as a variable name. Okay, so if you are running this particular line of code, you will be able to see that you are directly getting an error saying syntax error, invalid syntax. Okay, syntax error, invalid syntax. Fifth option, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For is a keyword in Python. It has special meaning in Python. Okay, that is the reason why it is purple in color, because it has special meaning. It's a keyword in Python. That is the reason why we cannot use it. Okay. So right over here, as I said, okay, my underscore height. Okay, all of them are in small letters separated by underscores, and that is called as snake case. Okay. That is called as snake case itself. So I'm running this particular line of code. This is following the conventions as well as the rules as well. So you're not getting any errors right over here. But right over here, as you're able to see, these are not following the conventions. It's all in caps. Okay, it is not following the snake case as well. So if I'm running this particular line of code, it will not give me any error. But still, this is not a valid variable name. Okay, it's not a valid. You can write it like this. There's no issues. You can write it as long as you're not breaking any rules, but this is not a valid variable name. And if you're not using a valid variable name, that means you are a noob. If you want to remain as a noob, you can still use any variable name, but if you're following conventions, that means that you know the basics. Your basics are clear itself. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Amazing, amazing. You guys are so smart. Okay, so right over here, what I've done is somebody was asking, what if two variable names with the same name or something, some question along the same lines? And that question is being answered right over here. We are having rent is equals to 1700. Okay, so what we are doing right over here is we are creating a box called as rent. We are creating a box called as rent right over here, rent, that has 1700 rupees inside of it. This is what happens after running this particular line. Rent is equals to 1700. After that, we are running the next particular line, that is rent is equals to 2000. This is the next line that is there. So what we are going to do, is we are going to take out this 1700 outside. Okay, now the box is empty. We are going to take out this 1700 rupees outside. Now the box is empty right over here, and then we are going to insert the 2000 inside the new box. So this box will look something like this. This box will be rent is equals to 20,000. 2000, rent is equals to 2000 right over here. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. And this process is called overwriting the variable name. Okay, overwriting the variable. Overwriting the variable, because there was something that was already there, you remove it and you overwrite it with something else. The technical term of doing this is called as overwriting the variable name. You guys need to remember these technical terms, guys. Okay, you need to remember the technical term, guys. This 1700 rupees is lost. Now we cannot get it back. This 1700 rupees is lost to us. Okay, we will not be able to get it back at any particular point of time. So trying to print rent out right over here, you will be able to see that we are getting 2000 as our output. We're able to get 2000 as our output, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Amazing, guys. Amazing. Next, what we are going to do right over here is, let's assume that your rent was originally 1700 rupees. It got updated to 2000 rupees. Now your rent is 2000 rupees, guys. And now your rent, you did some crazy ass party, and now you broke some of the stuff where you were living. So your rent has been, you have been penalized. You have been penalized. Okay, you have been penalized by 700 rupees. You have to add, like you have to pay 700 rupees extra as well. So now your rent is equals to rent plus 700. We have already discussed upon this, guys, that if the variable is on the right hand side, it refers to the value that it contains. The value that it contains right now is 2000 rupees. So by running this, you'll be able to get 2000 rupees as 2700 rupees as our output. Okay, we are getting 2700 rupees as our output itself. Now, if we again, like I said, Python likes to make things shorter for us. So instead of writing it as rent is equal to rent plus 700, you can use an operator and write it as rent plus is equals to 700. You are doing the exact same thing. Okay, rent is equal to rent plus 700 can also be written as rent plus is equals to 700. Okay, you can also write it as rent plus is equals to 700, guys. Okay, so rent is equal to rent plus 700. That is something that we have already learned yesterday. Okay, I'm not going to revise it once again. Okay, so you can write it as rent plus is equals to 700. So if I'm running this particular line of code, the answer will still remain the same, that is 2700 rupees. Okay, 2700 rupees. So the memory address of the variable change or not? No, it will not change. Of course, it will not change. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. You can write rent plus is equals to 700 instead of writing rent is equals to rent plus 700. It just like concises it. There's nothing so hard about it. For example, if you want to do, let's assume that sometimes you don't want to like type something. Okay, for example, I just want to type what I've done right over here. Okay, so but I don't want to write a code. I just want to write a piece of text for me to remember. For that, you have something called as comments in every language. Okay, in every language, you have something called as comments that exist, so that you are able to comment something out. Okay, you are able to comment something out. For example, right over here, if I want to comment something, let's comment this is a comment comment. You're able to see that this is not a code. Okay, this is not a code. This is just a line of text. But you can put a hash in front of it, it will convert it into a comment, and Python will just ignore this particular line. Okay, Python will just ignore this particular line itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Surya Reddy, it has been almost 15 minutes since I completed the topic of conventions. Okay, so you are able to write this comment right over here. So right over here, for example, if I want to do rent plus is equals to 700, okay, rent is equals to rent plus 700 right over here. Okay, this is a comment. It will not get executed. It's not just, this is just a normal, okay. This is just a normal piece of text. Okay, it is not counted as a line of code. If I'm running this particular line of code, you're able to see that I'm still getting 2700 as my output. For example, if I want to do rent is equal to rent minus 700. Okay, if I want to do rent is equal to rent minus 700, then you can do rent minus is equals to 700 right over here. That is the exact same thing. Okay, that is the exact same thing. If I want to do rent is equal to rent multiplied by 700, I can write it as rent multiplied by equal to 700. So if I am running this particular line of code, I will be able to get the answer. Okay, again, if I want to do rent is equal to rent divided by 700, just replace it right over here and we'll do rent is equal to rent divided by 700. That is your 2.857. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Good. Okay, now we are going to do data types. Okay, there are various different data that exists inside of Python. Okay, and we categorize them into various types. Some of them are numbers, some of them are decimal points, some of them are characters. Okay, some of them are true and false values. So there are various different data, various different kinds of data that exist that we use while working with Python. Okay, so now we are going to we are going to try to learn about these different data types that exist. Okay, we are going to learn about these different data types that exist. Okay, so let us get started with that. First, we are having integers and floats. These are the two data types that we are going to learn right now. As the name suggests, integers is basically integers itself. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 100, 400, 4563. All these different things that are there, all these different type of numbers, okay, integers that are there are called as integers or integral data types. Okay, integer or integral data types itself. Right over here, if I am running this particular line of code, 3 is an integer, right guys? 3 is an integer. Please do let me know. 3 is an integer, right guys? 3 and 2 individually are integers itself. But when I'm dividing 3 by 2, I get a number that is not quite an integer. Okay, when I divide 3 by 2, I get a number that is not quite an integer. This number with a there's a good triumph bike street bike that went right now. Nice. So we get a number that is not an integer, it's a decimal number, and that is what we refer to as float. Doubt, how do we declare data types in Python? You don't declare data types in Python. Python is the easiest language to use due to one reason, that it automatically identifies the data type on its own. Okay, so you don't need to declare the data types. Right here, as you're able to see, this decimal point number 1.5 is called as float. Okay, it is called as float itself. So it is the short form for floating point number. It is the short form for floating point number, guys. Okay, so numbers with decimal points such as 3.14 or something else as called as a floating point number. Now guys, 42, okay, 42 itself is referred to as an integer. Okay, 42, let's see. There's an inbuilt function in Python. Okay, there's an inbuilt function in Python, that is the type function, type. It basically tells the data type of the object that it contains. Okay, right over here, type function basically tells you the data type of the object that it contains. So here the object is 42. So I'm running this particular line of code. You will be able to see that it tells that it is an integer, int. That is an integer itself. Now if I'm checking the data type of 42.0, okay, if I'm checking up the data type of 42.0 itself, it will come to it as floating point number, okay, or float in short. As if I'm able to see you guys, 42 was an integer, okay, 42 was an integer, but 42.0 is a float, okay, 42 was an integer, but 42.0 is a float, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. What is the type of 3 divided by 2? No issues. Let us check that. 3 divided by 2 will always be 1.5, and 1.5 is a float. So it will get a float itself as the answer. But let us check. So type of 3 divided by 2 is float. Okay, so type of 3 divided by 2 is float, guys. Okay, great. So right over here as well, we are doing the exact same thing. A is equals to 3 and B is equals to 2.5. If you are running this particular line of code, you are able to see that we're getting int and float as an answer. Okay, int and float as an answer, guys. Okay. Right now, I'm going to share with you the attendance for today, guys. Okay, right now I'm going to share the attendance for you because I'm not able to talk for a very long period of time. My throat is actually paining a lot. Okay, I will be sharing you guys the attendance. You will have 10 minutes to fill out your attendance, guys. You will have 10 minutes to fill out the attendance, guys. Give me a second. Let me create the attendance form for you guys. You have 10 minutes to fill up the attendance itself, guys. Okay, so I'm sharing the attendance link with you guys. Give me a second. I will be live in these 10 minutes. Okay, if you're not able to fill up the attendance during that point of time, you will not be able to get the certificate as well. Okay, exactly 10 minutes once I've shared the attendance link with you guys. Give me a second. For those who are not able to open up a QR as well, I'm just showing you the link right over here. You can type out the link as well. As you're able to see, I've shown you the link. Please make sure that this is also case sensitive. If it's a capital letter, it's a capital letter. If it's a small letter, it's a small letter. Please take care of that. I'm showing you guys the QR code as well right now. Day 2. This is the QR code for today's class, guys. I've shown you the QR code at 8:19. You have time up till 8:30 to fill out the Google form. If you're able to fill out the Google form up till then you will be qualifying for the attendance. Otherwise not. You have up till 8:30 to fill out the QR code. Okay, to fill out the QR code, you have 8:30, guys. Okay, I'm removing the QR code from right over here. You have up till 8:30 to fill out the QR Google form. Okay, you have 8:30 to fill out the Google form, guys. As you're able to see, one person has already or if you have only payment app, just can and you will enter into the form. Yes, Umesh, that will also work. So 8 people have already filled out the attendance sheet, guys. Okay, 8 people have already filled out the attendance sheet. Others can also start filling it. Oh, I have a student from BIT as well. That's great. Is he from BIT Meshra? There's one student who is from BIT. Is he from BIT Meshra? I'm also from BIT Meshra. If that's the case, it will be great to talk to you guys about it at some particular point of time. The QR code has already been shown. Okay, you guys, this is a YouTube video. You can just like reload the video and watch the QR code once again. Okay, you can just reload the video and watch the QR code once again, guys. So you have till 8:30 to fill out the QR code. Okay, that will be your attendance for today. You can use any app. You can use your Google Lens. You can just search for it as well. You can just do a simple Google search. Okay, you can just do a Google search. See and scan QR from image. Okay, just do a simple Google search. Scan QR from image. Go into this imgonline.com.usa. You can upload your Google form from right over here. You can upload your like link from right over here. As you're able to see, you can just upload any link from right over. I'm just choosing a random QR code and just click on OK. I will just generate the link for you. Just generate the link for you. So you can do all these type of stuff. Okay, you can do all this type of stuff. If you so I've already told you guys how to scan the QR code yesterday itself. This is the second day of this class. Okay, people have already filled out their attendance as well. You're having up till 8:30 to fill the attendance up. You have up till 8:30 to fill the attendance up. That is more than sufficient. 12th standard, no college. Just write no college. Please tell us what is MITS college. So MITS college is one of the colleges that we are currently having a pilot with. We are running a pilot with MITS college about the bootcamp and everything. So that is how we are working over it. Okay, the link is working absolutely fine. As you are able to see, people have already filled up the attendance as well. Okay, as you are able to see, people have already filled up the attendance, so the link is working absolutely fine. There's no issues with the links itself. Okay, graduation year is when you are going to pass your college. Okay, graduation year basically means when you are going to pass your college, guys. Sir, if Python divides completely, but we can only want the integer part of the question, what should we do? You can use trim, okay, or truncate for doing that. There are functions in Python. Okay, you can round it off. You can do a floor of the entire thing as well. You just search for it, floor, math.floor. You can just search for it. You will be able to do it. I'm so sorry, my throat is actually hurting a lot. That is the reason why I'm not able to speak a lot today. Okay. No path, we are not going to share a link. Okay, we have already taught you guys out. If you are coming to this particular program, okay, you're coming to learn Python or data science or web development, and you don't know how to like scan a QR code, like there's nothing that we can do about it. No issues in that. Hi Buddy TV, we will change the question itself. Okay, if you have filled the graduation year in a long way, do not worry about it. I'll change the question from the next particular time itself. Okay, no issues in that. This is a YouTube video. You can just scroll back and see the QR code. Okay, this is a YouTube video, guys. If you are using YouTube for the very first time, again, that is not something I can trust. Okay, you still have 6 minutes to fill out your Google form, guys. I'm not able to speak for a very long period of time, so I'm closing the class right now. We will be meeting tomorrow at 7:30 itself. I will be going proceeding from right over there. So I want to take the data science course of DevTown. I want to know if that you would be providing the internship after completion of the course. The course will be beneficial for TE student. Of course, with that you don't have to worry about it. You can definitely join the program, and yes, we'll be providing that as well. Okay. Okay, thank you so much, guys. We'll be meeting tomorrow at 7:30 and we'll be continuing from right over there. The attendance form will be closed exactly at 8:30. So try to fill it before that. Okay, try to fill that before that itself. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. We'll meet tomorrow. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.